right, I'm going to share the live stream real quick, so I'm going to be right back. I got to hit that share button. All right, we should be back. I think so. Yep, there we are. Now we're back. We're back. All right, Galaxy Explorer. All right, I'm going to pull up the stream on my laptop, make sure all that's going fancy. Then we'll get right into it. Also, I read the comments on my laptop because my phone is above my head, so I'm not able to see. Yep, we're live. There it is. YouTube. Yep, you can see here the Galaxy Explorer. I can see the comments on the side, so we'll see how delayed this is. Let me refresh the page here real quick. So it's in the most there we go. Least amount of delay as possible. Let me check the audio. How does that sound? It's not bad. Could be louder though, but I guess I don't have the best mic. So this set right here, I'll turn it down so I don't hear my echo. All right, now we should be in business here. This is a Lego Galaxy Explorer. There's the set number 10497, or yeah, there you go, 10,497. There's our piece count. That's awesome. A lot of pieces here. Comes with some minifigures in there. Let's take a look at the back of the box. Yes, sir. This is just such a neat set, in my opinion. And it's also one that's, excuse me there, it's also one that's retired. So this one's on its way out. It's already on its way out. Like, if you see this in stores, pick it up because it's your last time to get it. If you see it on sale anywhere, definitely pick it up if you're in the market for it, because this was a last minute sale item. I saw this in the Walmart when I was there at my local town, and I passed on it. It was full price. I passed on it. I knew I wanted to get this at some point, but I didn't want to pay full price for it. And I checked on online. The price is honestly increasing now because it's retired, and so the price has gone up. Like, it's $115 on Walmart now, and the price is only going to continue to go up. But I saw a last minute Amazon sale from a separate buyer, or not buyer, a separate buyer, a separate seller from Amazon, and it was a last of the line inventory sale. So I got it for $80. Normally retails for $100. It's retired now, so it's going to go for a lot more. So I impulse bought it, but I know it's something that I want, and that I'll definitely get my money's worth in value out of this. Also, an improvement from last stream. We've got a light. Let me turn that off. So my last stream was going off of that. Now we've got a light, so the lighting is going to be much better. So let's tear into this. I do not save my Lego boxes. I'm not one of those kind of collectors. I collect the sets, not the boxes. Boxes are just what store the sets. That's my opinion. But some people need the boxes, and if you're one of those people, good for you. I'm just not one of those people. It's something I don't really have to worry about. Almost dumped over my glass of water there from pouring this out. Let's see what we got here. What is this? It's just a regular tile part. Very simple. I think some of the Star Wars UCS plaques come with that. This instruction, yes. Here's the instructions. We'll get into that. But I saw this here. It intrigued me. Find out what this is all about. Is this just yeah, it's their advertisement to, we're going over to paper bags pretty soon. I believe some of the new sets for 2024 have already gotten paper bags. I've seen some YouTubers that have done videos on them. Honestly, I see it as a good thing because plastic is honestly just a waste. of paper is much more environmentally friendly. So yeah, good for that. Except for, please don't go over to digital instructions. It's okay to use paper on these booklets. I do not toss them out. I save all of my instructions. Don't get rid of those Lego. Leave us have our physical copies of instructions. Throw this away. So yeah, don't need this. It's just an advertisement. Now the numbered bags. We'll probably just set them number 2, number 1, 7, 6. Now with all that loud chaos out of the way, I'm just going to set this over here for now. Set it out of the way. I believe there's 8 bags total. Get a little bit about the designer. Here's the picture of the old classic model, all the way back in the early, like pre-2000s, you know, somewhere in the 90s that was made. Very neat. 90 years of play. So this is the celebration of the 90 years of play for Lego. How neat. Lego's been around for a long time, enjoyed by many people. Oh, here's some of the original space minifigures, 1978 to 1984. Yeah, looks like an Ice Planet minifigure. I really like some of the classic space stuff. Really like the classic themes. You know, Lego was in an era of creativity. Now they just go off of movies and stuff like that, unfortunately. I mean, we could really use some original Lego themes, and I'm glad to see this. And the original Lego themes have come back. Like, this is a set, they just don't release as many of them. They did the Lionites Castle, Eldorado's Fortress, which honestly, I should really save up for Eldorado's Fortress, because that is insanely cool. It's, in case you're not familiar with Eldorado's Fortress, it is a classic Pirates remake. And then Lionites Castle, I don't know if it's a remake or something new, but those original Lego themes, I really wish that they bring them back. Got our wonderful brick separator. And all of our little Technic pins. Actually, I'll probably double check before I throw the bags away. Make sure that all the pieces come out of your bags so you don't throw the pieces away. It's Dawson. He's in chat. He says, whoa. I know, right? I'm live. Oh, there's a smelly small bag. So how are you doing tonight, Dawson? You're figuring out all your Nintendo Switch stuff, all that fun games and stuff. So Switch is a great system for Mario fans and all that. Alright. So the first one is a minifigure. Honestly, these classic minifigures, very simple, but don't throw one away by accident. Haha, looks super cool. I have not thrown away by accident, but there was this story I heard online where somebody came into the Lego store complaining. They're like, you know that like almost every time I build a set, I'm missing like 5 pieces or something like that. And the Lego employee was like, "Are you sure? Are you double checking the bags and stuff like that? Make sure you're not tossing them out." And then she thought about it and was like, "You know what? I haven't been." So yeah, there he is. No little visor piece. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna drop him here. He's just very classic style, you know, back to the olden days. No visor. It's a very cool little minifigure. You can go around on the planets or whatever and explore. Let's go ahead and dive in. Smaller black pieces. All right, like this. Oh, it's Nick Wolfgang Camacha. All right, he's in the chat too. So you got some snow in Arkansas, and so you could go sledding or tobogganing down that hill. Did you have a good time doing that? I also know Wolfgang Camacha. He live streams, but I can never make him to the live streams. I always am late. He does like Warhammer painting and stuff like that, which is honestly pretty cool. Some black pins like these. So I think we're building a little, yes sir. Rosalie wiped out a few times. Yeah, fun stuff. We don't have like a super big hill to go sledding down, so we don't get a ton of speed, but we have like a lengthy one, but now there's a cow pasture fence put up right next to it, so you have to open the gate and just try to aim for that. It's printed little tile there for the little command station. I think we're gonna throw on some. I always look at the top here so I don't miss parts. That's like one of my biggest fears. I always end up missing pieces in steps, and then I have to trace back my tracks, and it doesn't turn out quite right. But yeah, try to not maybe focus on speed, but making sure everything is correct. Oh, I see what this is trying to be. Looks like it's going to have like a little holder for these little glasses here. Yeah, throw some antennas on or little levers here. Not quite sure what this is, but that's the thing. I mean, with these classic Lego themes, they didn't have like movies like Indiana Jones or Star Wars and stuff like that to go off of, so they were much more creative back in the day. Now it seems like licensed Lego themes have taken over, which is definitely cool. It's cool to own stuff from like TV shows and stuff, but we need some originality. Dude, Dawson posted my live on Instagram. Thank you for the promotion there. That's awesome. Thanks for looking out for me, brother. Yeah, there we go. And honestly, if you haven't followed Dawson or Wolfgang Camacha in chat, click on their name and follow their page. Dawson is a friend of mine, and Wolfgang Camacha, he is my uncle. Uncle Nick. So there it is, some little coffee command post. Set this over here by the Red Spaceman. Now we're moving on to the big ship here. It's interesting. I see a lot of Technic in here, so it's going to be a really reinforced build, so it's going to be sturdy. Yeah, there we go. It's going to be interesting to see how this comes together. The end result, and also, not even included in the instructions, but if you go online, there's alternate builds for this entire model. So there's two more models. There's a Model B and a Model C. This is the A model, the main model, but there was some other ships that you can redesign. But with a set that has this many parts, like 1,200 pieces, it's going to be quite a disassembly process, so it's going to take a lot of time to build all those different models. Let's see what he says here. I'll just pick a live feed. Oh, Wolfgang Camacha is going to put my live feed on the a Discord. I actually created a Lego Fans Discord. I didn't link it in this stream though, but on all of my YouTube videos in the description, since I made the Discord, it's kind of like a hangout area for all like Lego fans. You can show off your custom builds, your Bricklink designs and models and such. So yeah, Discord is a very fun place. You can meet a lot of cool people that are into the same hobbies as you. So it's neat. Dawson, maybe I should get a job with you at camp and never get any work done. What would we be doing? Playing hooky, sneaking off in the kayaks or something like that. And then when Dave shows up and he's like, yeah, so how much do you get off of that checklist for work? And we're like, oh yeah, that? Totally forgot about that. We were hanging out on the lake all day. Yeah, camp's a great place though. Good memories made there. Alright, so I have this. I'm looking for like a gray. Might be in these parts. There it is. Slide that on there, and then another blue pin. I'm not the best Technic builder. Built very few Technic components and sets, mostly a system builder. So I'm going to be very careful, double checking all my work here, making sure that it all lines up. I think there was a good amount of Technic in the Justifier ship that I built, in which I have disassembled and rebuilt twice, so I have a little bit of experience in that. But it had landing gear that was hooked up to it, so that when you put down like the thrusters into landing mode, the landing gear would come out, and so that was done with Technic. Yeah. But there's like, Technic is a very advanced system. I've seen where they've done like Ferrari, Bugatti rebuilds or like models of those, and they are very advanced. It's got to take a lot of time. There's this one guy on Instagram I saw, and he was like, yeah, I'm going to put together one piece for every new follower. And it was like I can't remember if it was a 4,000 or 5,000 piece set. And he got like 17,000 followers. He's like, yep, so the next video he did a part 2, built as much as he can. He spent 8 hours on it and didn't even come close to doing half of it yet. So that's pretty awesome. And then a lot of other Lego Instagram and YouTubers, they went ahead and tried doing the same thing. And it seems like they're popping off on YouTube as well, or on Instagram probably more so with the shorts. I like Instagram shorts. I just find that they're more tricky to edit. When it comes to the editing software, you're editing on a phone versus where if I do like the widescreen YouTube videos, it's much easier to edit on a laptop. Rosalie says she's going to tell your dad you're on the internet. He knows I'm on the internet. He watches my videos. Yeah, it's kind of funny. My parents are probably my biggest fans, and my brother's my consistent viewer. So, yeah, family-run business, right? My first, how I kind of did a video, my first video was the corn dog farm back in 2020. It was a joke video, and then I figured I'd make a few more, and then I just kind of thought I'd do outdoors videos, which I did for a while, and then I ran out of ideas for all of the outdoors stuff, and then kind of just was like, you know what, I'll just go back to doing something that I have more content ideas on. Like the video I uploaded yesterday was something that was kind of on my mind. So I'm not short on ideas for Lego content, but when it comes to outdoor YouTube, especially when it gets cold during the winters, you're not doing any tent camping, what kind of content can you make there? And we have snow, but we don't have enough to do a, like dig out a snow fort, unfortunately. You should all come here for a July camping trip. Yeah, Arkansas, that would be great. Absolutely fantastic. It'd be a very warm camping trip, because I know it gets warm there in Arkansas during the summers, but you know, just toughen up and sweat it out, and you'll make it through. Yeah, Arkansas is beautiful. I like how many like trees and mountains you got. I know in your backyard, Nick, you've got like a cave. I was out there once. That is so cool. Climb up in there. There's like a constant flow of water flowing out of that cave. Making sure I get everything right here. And then world record brown trout caught less than a mile away from your house. Was that in the same stream that runs through your yard? Or was that a different location? Yeah, trout fishing. That's something we don't have here in North Dakota. We got the northerns and walleyes connected to it. Okay, so there's a chance that you could be catching some world record brown trout right out of your front yard there. See if I can find out where all this goes. This goes in here just like that. Okay. Figuring things out, sure but slowly. Only a few rainbow trout come up the small stream. Got to go to the big river. Okay, so your part is the smaller section of the river there. Yeah, very neat. It's very fun to skip stones. I remember finding a lot along that creek bed. It was really low at the time that we were out there, but there was like still a spot where we went swimming, and it was like, it gets pretty deep some areas. Luckily we were there when it was cold enough that we didn't have to worry about snakes, because I hate snakes. Oh my goodness. You've got like poisonous snakes where you live. Luckily in North Dakota we don't have to worry about that. Alright. Now what did I do here? Okay, so this goes on to here. I need to concentrate for this part. Figure out where all this jazz go. Oh, this goes on the front. Okay, I might have accidentally skipped a few pages ahead because it looks like this is like the right side, and this over here is the left side. No snakes around your place? Are you sure about that, Nick? Actually, your dog probably kills them, honestly. Goes and thrashes them. And your chickens, I don't know. Probably raised some pretty strong Arkansas chickens that probably just gobbled them up. So you might not have to worry about snakes. Seen our chickens eat a dead mouse, though. It's disgusting, but you know, I guess they turn it into eggs, which then you just reuse in your omelets. So, extra protein in your eggs. Benefits of free-range chickens, I guess. You don't get like all that store-bought and what do you call it? Just whole grain-fed eggs. You get the real deal. All right, we'll see you later, Nick. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully, I can stop by yours someday when I'm able to catch it. Someday when you're painting that Mandalorian helmet, which looks pretty neat. You might be finished with that one already, though. Let's see where this goes. Yeah, a lot more Technic than I was expecting. So yeah, I'm building this section here and then double checking my work once I get to the next step. I'll take a look at this here to make sure I didn't mess anything up. Because I think this is going to be a retractable landing gear from what it looks like. Retractable landing gear. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Right spot. And then, am I building? Yes, I'm building the correct side. I think when I flipped the pages over, I flipped too many over and built this side first rather than this side. So that's probably where might messed up a little bit, but you know, figured it out. I get some placed in there. Wait a minute. Oh, this goes on the front. Okay. It's like, hang on a second. Yeah, now we should be set up. Hopefully everything lined up. It looks symmetrical. So when I turn this page over on step 15, this is where we should be at in the build. Does it look correct? Yes, sir. Looks like we are doing all right. Didn't mess anything up yet. Just got to get one quick glance at it, make sure we're ready for the next step. So 4 of these tiles, stack them on top of each other. Actually, was our spaceman supposed to get a what do you call it, like a little jetpack on the back of him? I think I missed that. How did I mess that up? Gotta check back here. Yes, sir, he does. Assembled him without his jetpack. Where is he going to go now? He's going to have to walk all over the moon rather than fly around. So yeah, there we go. There we go. Now he's complete. Red Spaceman. All right. Back to step 16. Turn it to the underbelly of this build here. These look like these hold it in place, like so. Now, I've been watching Star Trek recently, and they have a really unique ship there. And Lego doesn't do anything for Star Trek. I'm very much a sci-fi fan. Wait, did I? Oh, hang on a second. Yeah, I'm doing this right. Anyways, what was I talking about? What did they call that ship? The USS Enterprise. And I saw that Lego Classic did a box of parts for space-themed Lego builds. And I was like, you know what? It'd be cool to order that and then do my own interpretation on the USS Enterprise. Because I don't know if you've noticed with like looking at my Bricklink Studio builds, anytime I try to do a custom build using parts from that website, I always end up with something way more expensive than I'll actually dish money out on. I put that on upside down. So I need to disassemble it here. Alright, yeah, because I was supposed to flip it right side up and then put this on. Oops, this Technic pin came out of it. Luckily that's why they gave us this brick separator. But yeah, there was a box of space parts for the Lego Classics, which is just a bundle of various colored parts. Some of them include more, I guess, medieval, because there was a medieval box as well. And I started looking at those Lego Classic boxes and I started thinking to myself, you know what, as a custom builder, because, I don't know, I find a lack of inspiration whenever I go on Bricklink, because you're not actually dealing with the physical pieces. It feels very, I don't know, lacking in creativity and inspiration. So I don't really find myself building on there very much. So if I get these boxes of parts from the Lego Classic themes, I might feel more inspired to sit down with all the parts. I'm going to sort them by color and then actually design a build off of, you know, those boxes of parts and it's like 1,700 parts for like $60 with the classic space box. But I'm not sure if they retired it this year or next year, because I see that they're out of stock on Lego.com. Walmart did Amazon did a last of the run sale. And so yeah, I think they're on their way out. And I looked at Lego Sets retiring, and they were retiring a bunch of the classic boxes. It's red. But even if they retire those boxes, they usually come out with new ones. I saw that there was a medieval one. There was a classic space box from years prior. And then there was a new space box that came out this year. It just hasn't hit a sale yet. And they've got their small, medium, large boxes of parts. Might order those ones as well, just to start building a part collection, so that it's easier to do custom builds, and then I can just sit down and go at it with actual pieces rather than digital pieces where I feel uninspired. That looks about right. Got to get a sip of water from my Duck Commander glass here. Whoa. I just really want to make sure I'm getting this right. With live streaming and everything, you know, focused on making the live stream interesting. So I'm talking to you guys, and I'm building away. Got to make sure I can build correctly. Usually when I build, like by myself, not live streaming, I usually don't listen to music, don't really watch anything, not paying attention to too much of anything else. So I usually hardly ever mess it up, only on occasions. So yeah. 32 minutes have passed already? Feels like a couple milliseconds. Feels like we just started. There we go. 4 of these. Replace these. I see what we're doing here. Yeah, this is going to be a build that I'm going to be keeping together for a while. Because when it comes to parting out these sets to rebuild them, which I've recently done with the, what did I do with it? The Guardian's new ship. You can tell a rhythm here that I always like building these spaceship models and stuff. But yeah, I tore that one apart to rebuild it. So I built it twice, and I honestly really enjoyed it. Thought it was good. I like the color usage on that one. There is a review on that set on my channel. And I have another Guardian set coming in the mail. That one has been delayed twice now. I was actually originally going to be this live stream, but then I impulse bought this, and so now I have this on hand. But yeah, I'm so glad. I really want to collect more of the classic stuff that they're doing. There's a medieval village rumor that is currently floating around, that we're going to get some more classic stuff. So Lego Medieval Village rumor. So honestly, the things, if you're looking for creativity and like Lego and stuff, just look for the yellow skin-toned minifigures. That means they're not from movies. It means Lego designed them. And so yeah, it's all stuff that they did. Unless you're looking at early days, but you know, those early day Lego sets from Star Wars and Harry Potter, oh my goodness. Don't look at their price tags. It's funny how collectible this stuff is, because there's people like me that are crazy enough to want to collect it and buy it and build it. And yeah. It's called hobbies. So taking a look here, making sure everything is lined up properly. looks like we're good. Didn't mess up so far. And when we finish this bag, then we're able to look at it and be like, yeah, we didn't mess it up, because there's not going to be any large scale pieces that are just missing from the set here. 2 black or 3 black pins. Oh yeah, I used one of them. I saw the number up there, 3. I see only 2 poking out the side. Place them like this. It's going to be a very sturdy set when we're finished. And this one goes on this side. Because usually I don't plan on live streaming rebuilds of sets. If I part them out just to rebuild them again for the experience, which I do, those aren't going to be live streams. The only time I'll do a live stream of building is on the fresh sets when they come straight out of the bag. Because when I part them out and sort them out, I have these tubs just sitting all over the place of color sorted parts, and digging through those. That takes a lot more time, but it's worth the experience. Okay, this one's for the next side. And the bowls that I use, or the part sorting system that I use, works pretty well. It is Subway salad bowls. So I work at Subway during the winters as a seasonal job, and that's where I get my salad bowls from. And then I just save them and use them to sort Lego pieces. And then during the summers, yeah, I work at summer camp and on the farm, so yeah, only during winters do I work at Subway for the extra money, and then I'm able to do the hobby like this, so that's pretty neat. Just double checking the work here. Alright, this is a whole mechanism here using these parts, so knock this one out of the park in correct order. I think this is the only side build in the model. I want to double check on the box. Oh, there's another side build. There's going to be a small little cart or car that comes out of there. And what's interesting here is they always did like creative things. So I see this dude riding this pod here, and I see that as the engine. So those are probably going to be able to pop off and cruise around. That's pretty neat if that will be the case, because I like creative things like that, thinking outside the box. Snap that up. So that goes on the blue pin. That's what it looks like. That goes on the blue pin. Oh, I have the black pin in the wrong place. Brick separator come in handy. We'll have to push this blue pin out. Snap that one out. Put this blue pin in. Wait. Put it in this side. Push the black pin in this side. There we go. Fixed it. None of you guys saw that. I don't screw up Lego sets. We get them right every time on the first try. Actually, kind of a funny story with my Executor Star Destroyer. I had messed up a certain pattern, and I did not realize it for the longest time. I don't think I did any YouTube videos or any photography pics for it, but the YouTube video I uploaded yesterday, I did use pictures of that set in the YouTube video, and I did fix it for that. But there was a pattern that was messed up, and I'm like, how did I not see this? You know, it sits there on my shelf. It's something that I look at pretty well. I don't look at it on the daily, but occasionally I go over, you know, dust off the models, make sure that they look clean. Then I was like, man, that doesn't look right. There was another time where I misplaced parts on the Yoda hut. So, build careful, Lego builders, or you won't become master builders if you build your sets wrong. Looks like this. Oh boy, now what did I do? Oh, I didn't do anything wrong. This goes in here like, how in the world? Oh, never mind. This goes on to here, like that. This goes into here. Okay. I just saw this step here. It was like, I wonder how that works. Alright, so that red pin, I'm not sure what that is doing in there. I should show it to you guys. There's a red pin in there, and on this step it says to put it in. Reensuring that everything looks correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I feel comfortable. Let's go on to the next step here. 1, 2 of these. Got to get a sip out of the old goblet. The thing with me is when it comes to talking about Lego, I could really ramble on forever. There's so much to talk about. There's so many themes that I like. I mean, it's hard to find a Lego theme that I don't find some enjoyment in. Because I have sets from Minecraft, I have classic sets, I have city sets, I have Star Wars sets, Marvel sets. What else do I have? Dreams, I've got a set from them. I want to get another set from Lego Dreams. I have an Ninjago set that I haven't built yet. It's just a poly bag. I kept that one sealed just so I can say, you know what, I have a backlog. I don't have all my sets built. I'll get around to building that poly bag sometime. I want to do like a YouTube video on that poly bag. Probably. Maybe I should do a YouTube video on original themes back in the olden days versus nowadays. Ninjago doesn't appeal to me like Dreams does, because Ninjago is very much a, what do you call it? A mech, dragons, kind of dual sets. And I'd just rather get some more classic theme stuff like this. I did see, well, one of the things I've debated on getting, but probably won't, is the Ecto 1 from Ghostbusters. But that, it's a great model, looks really neat, but it, when I look at other sets, I mean, it's like, are you going to choose the Ecto 1 or are you going to choose Eldorado's Fortress? I'm like, I'll choose Eldorado's Fortress any other day of the week. So, honestly, that's on my to-get list. It's Eldorado's Fortress. I started watching this smaller YouTube channel. He did a review on the Eldorado's Fortress. I thought it was pretty good. Wait, did I get this right? Alright, what did I do here? Time for the brain capacity power to pull in and clutch me in this moment of thinking. Because I can't wrap my mind around this. Alright, step 1. Gotta switch those around. Like that. Step 2. Put the red bar through here. Step 3. Go ahead and smack that on there like this. And now this one sits on this side. Now time to do it again. get rather thirsty doing these. Just rambling away. Okay, I did have it set up right. I just didn't comprehend that this white part. Now I see it. I see it now. There you go, because you got the white piece here, the white piece there, and it's the same width. The white part is just the gap on the filler because they don't have a side A, side B kind of system. And this goes in the black notch very far back. And this, I'm assuming, is going to be the drawer to the or like the back part that opens up. When this is done, I'm going to be pretty thrilled to check it out. Making sure everything lines up properly. Then it goes like this. Oops, knocked the camera there a little bit. On the back, inside. Wow, this is going to be a very large scale ship. I'm double checking my work here, making sure none of the parts are hitting or anything. And these parts sit, 5 parts back. So, honestly, step 33, I think we nailed it. Now I'm watching carefully which side these pins go in. Some pretty large Technic bricks you get in this set. This set, price per piece, is honestly good at full price. But if you wanted this set, the reason impulse buy is if I didn't buy it now, I never would. Because it's unfortunate. I didn't realize it was going to retire after about it wasn't even a full 2 years. They were already like, can't keep the classic stuff around too long, and retired it. Oh boy. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Just have to shift all these down a notch. Alright, so I dropped a piece, but it didn't go flying underneath my chest that my radio sits on top of. So if there's 8 bags total, and I've been streaming for 48 minutes, and we are getting towards the end of bag 1. I think I'm going to do bag 2 yet. Check the time. It's 6:53. Where's the time gone? Where's it gone? Feels like I just got home from work anyways. Yeah, that was a pleasant surprise to come home from work and see this sitting there on the doorstep. It's like, let's go. Can do the YouTube stream tonight. So this black pin goes in here. This blue pin goes in here. Wait. What am I doing? I'm not building this correctly. There's already a blue pins here for this. And then the black pin goes in here. Then these 2 parts. So this gray one, yeah, see this one, you can see the angle. That's correct. That little red pin is supposed to sit on the inside there. And then, yeah, it's done the same on this part here. Alright, now time for the third part of landing gear. Let's get all the components. I'm actually glad that they included landing gear on this set. And the designers who designed this complex build, very solid so far. Can't wait to see the finished model. When I'm usually building stuff like this for the first time, I'm usually like, I can't wait, gotta finish it in the same day finishing. Put that there. So then we take this, loop it around. Excuse me? What did I do wrong? Oh, good grief. No? This is so confusing. It's either confusing or I'm being ignorant. Because to me, that sometimes happens. I watch, I think it's Spit Bricks on YouTube, where he does confusing builds. I feel like this is something I shouldn't have to do. Because there's sometimes in the Lego sets where the instructions get confusing. And there was one, I bought the Parisian Restaurant, saved up all summer for that set, bought the Parisian Restaurant Creator Expert when I was 10 years old. And there was this one step in the instructions that looked so far off from, it had like a impossible placement brick. And it threw me for a whirl, and then I just kind of built it, forgot about it. And then I was watching one of his videos, probably a year ago, and I was like, whoa, take a look at that. I remember building that. I don't remember that part, but then I disassembled the Parisian Restaurant, cleaned all the parts because it got super dusty. And one of the things I used to do is I didn't used to dust them with a paintbrush. Back in the day, what I did is I would set them in the bathtub, and I would use the shower head and just soak them. Just pour water all over the sets. And then instead of getting the dust off, they got sticky. That dust got sticky and it hardened onto the parts. So then, yeah, don't do that. Just take a paintbrush, go over the set. That's how you get them clean. All right, before I look at all this stuff, let's just make sure this is looking a-okay. One of the ways I do is I make sure that both sides, everything is built the same. If it's not, then we went wrong somewhere. But yeah, it looks good. Alrighty. 6 black pins. So, this is the last of the landing gear, I believe. See, if I do 2 bags tonight, 2 bags tomorrow night, and then Saturday, since I get Saturday off work, what if we did 4 bags that day, like Saturday afternoon, and just did a big old live stream right then and there? Okay, let me set this down here so we don't get confused. Okay, there's the black pin. I think that would be a good way to go about things. That way the model will be finished on Saturday. I already know what YouTube video I'm going to start working on next. It is going to be all of the best sellers retiring 2024. Got to go and research that. And the reason why I say best sellers is because I'm not going to go through, well, Friends might be considered a bestseller theme. It isn't to me, because I'm not buying Friends sets, nor do I care about them. So I'm going to go over all basically licensed themes, classic Lego themes that are significant to a certain scale. Screenshot all that stuff, get that video together, audio recording, script written, and then hopefully upload that by, I mean, what day is it? It's January 18th. Maybe shoot for a February release, probably sooner. Whenever I finish a YouTube video, I usually upload it. And then when I'm not uploading, there's usually one in productions unless I'm on hold because I'm occupied doing something else. Like I didn't do any YouTube video work when I was just building the, what was it? Yeah, the Guardian's new ship. When I took that apart and rebuilt it for the experience, I wasn't recording any videos then. That took me about 3-4 days. Okay, now I'm scared. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Just an extra black pin. But is that just an extra piece? Sure hope so. I'm pretty sure they leave black Technic pins in sets. I think I've seen them before. So this looks like that. This looks like that. So this one goes onto the okay, this one lines up with, yep, we got that right. Okay. And then this one lines up with this one. Two more of these pieces. How big? 2. Where do these go? Okay, these go on the end. Okay, that makes sense. Hold it all into place. Bag 2 looks like we will be going into system parts. Exciting. First bag was Technic. Get these parts that clip together. Technic is a very sturdy system. Taking it off camera to try to fit these parts in. Parts into place. There we go. I'm assuming the landing gear will just attach to these parts, but yeah. Take a quick glance at it. It all looks fine and dandy. Looks like we didn't mess anything up, and there it is. Yeah. Thumbs up. Also, these were the spare parts, so I think we're good if we just have these small spare parts. Although I don't know where we used... Oh yeah, we used these on this little coffee machine over here. This little thing that has the coffee. That's kind of neat. Forgot about that little build. Super neat. I'm hoping it is able to sit inside the ship once we're done, so that way you can load everything all up and take off into space. So yeah. Bag number 2. Got an extra antenna as well. It's very loud. Yeah, plastic bags, all that crinkling sound. Very, very loud, very noisy. I know someone who did a very good YouTube video on this. It's RR Sluggers. This is his YouTube channel, and he did Alternate Builds Matter was the title of the YouTube video, and he makes just some of the best Lego content, in my opinion. And he does like content on original Lego themes. And yeah, he kind of is the person that I watched that got me into original Lego themes. Because originally I was like, oh yeah, original Lego themes, like they're unique, but I never saw like a, oh wow, they're that awesome, that cool, that unique. 2 of these. Oh wow, 3 of these total. Oh yeah. Alright, now I need to set these aside so I can see what we're doing here. Turn this over, set it right here-ish. I might run out of water. Hopefully not. Hopefully that'll last the rest of the stream. There we go. Let me make sure I get this right here by filling these in first. Oh boy. Oh, okay. We clip them on the back part. That makes sense. I was like, those look like they just kind of float into place. No, there's spots for them to clip onto. And the red piece goes right in the back here. I'll make sure I get it pinched in there properly. Reinforce it from the bottom, so I'm not just pressing on the set, making sure everything falls to pieces, because that's what we like to see here. Seems like with Lego and Lego collecting and stuff like that, they just release too many things to collect them all. Even things that you nitpick and choose. Oh yeah, you might still miss out. I know that there's sets I missed out on, a few Star Wars sets, but you know, it's all good. These. Also, the Los Pollos Hermanos design I did. And I titled it Los Pollos Hermanos on Bricklink, so more people could find it. It got copyrighted. Honestly, it makes sense. That's why I labeled the other build Chicken Man Restaurant Inspired. We're like, yeah, I renamed it. I could rename that model, but there's no longer a PDF file on that particular build. Okay, where did I go wrong here? Or did I go wrong? No, I did not. Just gotta figure out where all this stuff goes. So these tiles, it's now that placed. It's kind of sitting off screen here. I maybe should raise the camera because you can't really see the builds. See how that looks. Go a little bit more. There we go. That should maybe work out a little better. I have this almost even like half off the side there. You know, I moved this table into this room. I was like, you know what? This is going to be a great space to build Lego. And then it just kind of turned out that you can never have too much space. Because before, I hauled all my sets out to the living room every time I worked on a project. And I didn't really have space in my room, and now I made space. I don't know, I don't really feel like a room tour video would be needed. Wait, I wasn't supposed to put that on the back there. Pull that off. Actually, if I slide these parts and set this there, that probably works better. Should just thought of that in the first place. So now 2 of these. And I should have picked up 2 of these. pretty sure I need those. Because I need those to sit. There. Lovely. Don't think I screwed that up. Yeah, then I can set my parts here, have the build here. Yeah, that works honestly better. That works a bit better. How many of these do we need? 3? This. Yeah, we're really tiling off the bottom of the ship. It's 2 super long ones, it says. So, going off of purely the looks here on this little layout here. This one sits right here. I hope so. Yep, that's how it goes. And the 2 longer ones. Honestly, what's the age rating on this set? 18 and up? Okay, I can see that. 18 years and up. Because I'm like, this is not one of the most simplistic builds that I've taken a look at. So, I can see that. Then again, I built a. They didn't have the 18 plus sets when I was younger. They had like the 16 and older sets. Oh boy, I did not do that right. Where did I go wrong? There we go. Guess we're supposed to have these 2 little pieces here as well. And this one goes that, that. Yeah. So that folds down so you can drive the rover off. Oh man, it's gonna be so cool. Was I supposed to have these parts here? Oh, these parts go up here. This part. Nope, this part. There we go. Sticks all the way off the edge and it should line up with the bottom of the door. How we know we got it all correct. Knowing me, I'm going to take this apart, build the alternate builds, and then build this again off camera, just so I know that it's 100% together. Because it's easier to mess something up on camera than it is when you're just 100% into the build. Some silver dishes, these gray dishes. Gray plates, that's right here. Well, these are the landing gear. That's sweet. We'll go ahead and place these in first. Been live for over an hour. I mean, it makes sense. I go through and I watch RR Slugger's live streams. I honestly hope that he live streams more. And I go through and I just watch the entire video because he always has something interesting he's talking about. He's a very smart person when it comes to the Lego world. There we go. That's some nice landing gear. Look at that. That is pretty sweet. Some solid landing gear. Very nice. This should be sturdy enough landing gear to hold up the entire ship. I have never been concerned about wearing out Lego parts, but you know, black pins, they can wear out from too much usage of the landing gear. But I don't think that'll be an issue. I created like a Lego butterfly knife. I don't have it on me, but a Lego butterfly knife. And I flip that thing around, and for funsies, I put some black pins on it to see how fast I can wear them out. Honestly, I think the parts are very, very torn up. I know that they're broken in some places from dropping, but I have a real butterfly knife to flip around and mess around with. The Lego one was something that you could do. And then I saw someone on Instagram who was like, "Want to build a Lego butterfly knife?" And he used the exact same design that he created. Just making sure this is all solid. Solid as a rock. I might flip this over again. Take a quick gander. Making sure everything is big thumbs up in the book. We look like we're good there. So we've got these parts. One of those, two of those, two of these. And these look like they sit. Oh, so this goes on top of that. Just like reinforcing it here, holding everything into place. Get into the right place here. Step 46. Oh no, I kind of just was like, oh, maybe we can just pull an all-nighter, but no, I got work tomorrow. I don't want to be pulling an all-nighter. Luckily, well, here's the thing, guys. Tomorrow is Friday. I have Saturday off. And we could pull an all-nighter Friday when I get back from work. I still don't think I will. Still enjoy sitting down and watching some Star Trek. Star Trek is I've been watching the 1966 show, and honestly, like for quality, you can tell it's dated, but it the storytelling in that show is pretty good. I like the storytelling. The writing is good. That's what holds it together. The people that write the episodes, they were cooking when they made that show. And honestly, the writing, writing is what really captures me. Some people like action movies. I personally prefer good storytelling and writing. And Better Call Saul, Season 6. The last half of that, and even like the first half, Better Call Saul Season 6, the writing for that show was so good. I would say it's probably the most well-written season or like TV show ever made, is my claim on that. It's my personal favorite TV show. Wait, how many of these do I have? I only need 2. It's my personal favorite TV show ever made, and the writing is just so good. I place that on the back, so this one goes front. Oh, wait. Wait, yeah, so this step, it was on the back. And this step, it's on the front. And step down lower. Got this. And these also here. But yeah, the writing in that show is so good. So well done. So yeah, you just have to provide a good story for me, whether it's science fiction, fiction. Write a good story, and I will enjoy it, even if it's not an action movie. Because let's just say Star Trek action, yeah, that was rough. They didn't really know what they were doing, but the storytelling, that's where they got it right. I've seen some of the Star Trek action scenes from the 1966 TV show, and I'm thinking, yeah, at least they tried. Also, that was one other show that I was questioning on getting into was Doctor Who. I watched a few episodes from that. Good writing. It's not all about the action. But there's some good episodes in there, but I watched this one where there was like this really creepy spider that came from space. And it was like start to take over the world. And it had like a really creepy scream. And I was like, that's the last episode I watched of Doctor Who. That one was pretty creepy. Some of the episodes are pretty good. My favorite one being probably the one where all the mannequins come to life. I don't know. There's good storytelling and everything. That's also one reason why I really enjoy Lego is the storytelling that you can tell with Lego. Like this ship doesn't have a movie that's based off of, so the storytelling is up to the imagination. But then when you get sets based off of movies, like the Guardians of the Galaxy ships, you can still maybe write something yourself, do a stop motion or a little play-by-play, and create a story of your own. That's what I also hope to hopefully do in the future, is a little play-by-play stop motion for the Guardians of the Galaxy. Or even this set, I might do a little stop motion play-by-play. It would be kind of fun. Or even if you just like write a script, write a small story for a layout that you did, and just do a little panning around, camera view. I'm trying to figure out where these goes. Hang on a second. Okay. So when I was supposed to place 4 of these down, I placed the ones in the back here, but I missed these. But yeah. I don't have, probably not get into too much stop motion because those require pretty large set pieces, and this table, I don't have enough base plates to cover the walls and the table front, and I don't have enough bricks that if I were to get base plates like that, to set up a good stop motion little scenery there. Alright, so I placed that down. These. And then these are the back of the seats. So yeah, I don't really have the ability to do a good stop motion set. But I might write a little scenery script for some of the Guardians of the Galaxy ships. And see where it goes. That's why I debated on buying those Lego Classic parts packs, because you can do some landscapes, some greebling, greenery if you need it. Even for like, if you're doing a sci-fi space thing, you can do like blue trees or something like that. You know, get creative. Down to the last swig of water. So yeah, a lot of creative things. That's kind of what brought me to YouTube. It's a place where you can be creative in the hobbies that you enjoy. Because there's people that are fans of, you know, all kinds of things. You can do outdoors, which I did for a while, but that didn't really stick around. You can do Lego. I've seen lock picking channels, Minecraft channels. I'm not a big gamer. I don't really spend a lot of my free time on video games. It took me like 2 weeks to beat Super Mario Wonder. I would have beat that game in a day if I was 15. But I enjoy my Nintendo games from time to time, but I don't play a ton of them. Most of my time is spent in the the Lego Zone. Let's make sure we got all this right. Just go over it all. There's a little piece of dust that's bothering me. Blow it away. What step are we on? 51. Two of these. One of them. There's two. Then you got your Lego YouTubers that do custom mock building. Forget what the one guy's like, Coconut something is his YouTube channel. And yeah, that can get very expensive, but if you have the funds to do it, like you can do some insane stuff. He's doing like, I seen him do like a whole, honestly I don't know what it was. It's something from Star Wars that he's building. It looks pretty cool. I kind of keep up with it. What is that other guy? I can't remember the names of these people because I follow a bunch of Lego YouTubers and I watch them pretty regularly. Just can't remember their names. I think it's like Lego Man something. And he's doing, I can't remember the name of it, but in the third Lord of the Rings movie, there was a huge castle. All I know is that Aragorn's, I believe his dad, Baldemir and Aragorn's dad, when he caught on fire and fell off of that building, it was that one, that giant castle that was right in front of Mordor. If you know what I'm talking about and kind of can piece it together, I guess you know. And if you can't take the knowledge that I know on Lord of the Rings, which I like Lord of the Rings, but I can't name it. If you're a Lord of the Rings fan, you'll be able to be like, oh yeah, I know what he's talking about, and then tell me the name of the castle. But I'm not that big on knowledge. I have some friends at the Bible camp that I work at who would be able to tell me. They'd be like, oh yeah, that's that. It's like, oh, how many times have you watched Lord of the Rings? Oh, I read the books 3 times and I watched the movie about 40 times. It's like, oh wow. No kidding. I need to rewatch those movies. I'm going to have to build 2 of these, so let's go ahead and just knock them out simultaneously. "82 minutes of live stream. That's crazy, man." Oh yeah, this blue piece. Getting them all fixed. Okay. Some red, longer ones. There we go. If I ever did a mock from Star Wars, I would like to do Camino. I don't know if you've ever played Battlefront 2. There's a Camino map on that. That's my favorite map. Camino would just be so cool to do with the water. See, my Star Wars knowledge is much larger than my Lord of the Rings knowledge. I can name Camino, Andor, Yavin 4, all those fun. Okay, I messed up. Yeah, all those fun places, I can name them in Star Wars. Also recognizing the ships, I'm decent at it, not fantastic. If you showed me like any basic ship, I would know what it is. If you showed me some obscure ship, I probably wouldn't know what it is. But any ship that they probably made as a Lego set that's popular, I'd be able to name it. Okay, there we go. 2 of these as well. This might actually be the last step. Nope. Oh boy. You see this? If this, I turn the page and that's not there, we're in trouble. But let's hope we're not in trouble. If we finish this by Saturday, the Guardian ship shows up on Monday, which I work Sunday actually. Get Monday off, so when it shows up, Monday evening I'll be able to probably do a live, and then I work the next 4 days, and then I believe I work Saturday and get Sunday off. I don't know. It's a weird work schedule, but you know, gotta do the work, gotta put in the time, and then yeah, the rest of the free time goes to the YouTube channel, making hopefully some quality content. I might actually start even doing some research after the end of this live stream for all the bestseller 2024 sets, or bestseller sets that are retiring in 2024. I'm going to start doing research for that video right after this one. Looks like these sit in. Okay, I see that. Oh yeah, scared the life out of me. So I saw only one of the red pieces, and this one was hiding right behind there. Oh my goodness, no! But I do believe I have some of those in my part collection, so if it was missing, the stream would go on. Well, actually probably not, because we're one more step and then we're done. Look at that. It just slides in there, sets. Oh, I can't lift it up too far. Otherwise I'm pulling the pieces apart already. Just need to pull up, clip into place. Very unique design to hold these in on an angle like that too. Very cool. So then two of these, and two of these. Looks like our spare parts is a singular yellow stud, which means we didn't mess up. So, yippee. I'm going to turn the shit around so I'm not doing this blindly. And when I end the stream, I am going to go over the ship and make sure that I did not mess up any big mess ups. Make sure it looks correct. And yeah, here it is. Flip the page. Page 3. We get to build a white spaceman tomorrow. Not going to pick it up from there. Otherwise that would end in a disaster. So yeah, time to set the bays. Honestly, I'm just going to set them over here. And yeah, leave the instruction booklet open, leave the tripod set up, take my last drink of water. Yeah, that's where we made it today. Coffee machine, Red Spaceman, this build right here. Thank you guys for watching. We've been alive for about an hour and a half. So yeah, tomorrow we will resume on bag number 3. We'll see you guys next time, and enjoy the rest of your day.